Hello, I'm Bunnery.
I'm Bread Mower, and this is IFXtra.
So, we've had another week in lockdown. How's everyone doing? We're just like growing our hair really long because we can't get to the hairdressers. I can't see through my fringe.
You see, I think your hair is sort of the optimal length now. I think it looks really good.
Okay.
But like, yeah, there's been comments made in the quiz stream chat that I should maybe be looking at getting a man bun.
Yeah. Or letting me loose with the scissors.
I don't know. It's just not quite long enough yet.
Do you want me to snip something for you?
No, you're all right.
Okay.
Not yet.
You don't trust me. Okay.
I do, but you know, I quite like having it long for a change.
It's not bad, is it? Okay, so what have you been doing this week, work-wise?
Okay, so this week, as ever, we've been doing quite a lot of paid work, so that we can afford to do this stuff.
Yeah.
And been doing extra streams still. So we normally do one quiz stream a week, and then Ferret does interference and chill. But we've also been doing an extra 2 quizzes during the week. We'll talk more about those later, though.
Yeah.
And I've also done some interference development as well. The most interesting part is on the quiz stats page that we have, playinterference.com/quiz, where you can like look at leaderboards and things like that. Someone, Gored, pointed out that you could only see the leaderboard from the most recent quiz, which made sense when it was once a week because you could look at what happened the previous week. But now, like, if you look at it today, it will show the last quiz, which is Thursday, but maybe you wanted to see what happened last week on the Sunday quiz, etc., etc. So I've put in some back and forward buttons. So you can basically page back through previous quizzes and it will say what type of quiz it was, what topic it was, if it was Zeitgeist 20, the midweek quiz, and what date it was on. So you can kind of page through them. So I'm quite pleased with that. Interface kind of needs neatening up a bit, but it's on there for now,
workable.
just as a temporary thing.
Cool. Okay, you've been doing something on Interference and Chill as well?
Yes, so Ferret was hosting Interference and Chill on Wednesday, and I'd also been fiddling about with some of the configuration for that. So one of the things we added in recently on a live development stream was the idea of random palette. So the audience could press a button and choose to randomize Ferret's palette. And I thought it was quite fun. So I adjusted the cooldown. We normally make these things so after you press it, it has to sort of cool off for like 90 seconds, 2 minutes or so. But random palette's quite fun. So I tried turning it down to 30 seconds and then we may be a little bit over the top. It was quite funny to watch, but it was probably kind of annoying for her. Cool. She did do a rather good drawing of Thor with his hammer with all lightning and stuff, even though people kept taking away the colours that she needed.
Okay, well.
So we'll carry on tweaking that. But yeah, that was quite cool.
Nice. Okay, anything else you've been doing?
Well, I've found a bug that I haven't fixed yet.
Yeah,
one of the quiz regulars might know one of the issues we have every so often is we have a little copy of the quiz chat on the screen in front of us in the quiz software, and then every so often the chat connection breaks.
Yeah.
And I couldn't work out what it was, but I finally figured it out. I just haven't worked out how to fix it yet.
Well, you're halfway there.
At least I know what the problem is now because it was really annoying and it's been happening for ages. I couldn't figure it out, but I've got it now.
Cool.
So I'm pleased with myself.
Wonderful. Okay, now it's time to see who won this week's awards. Picture of the week this week goes to Scream Doctor 3 for Polar Bear Pretending to be Small. I just love the black and white cartoon style of it, and it's really clever how he's trying to be small by just sitting down in a dip somewhere, looking at the igloo. That's brilliant. Well done.
My favourite description this week was Crow being questioned in attempted murder by Crazy KZ. Now, I like this because it describes the picture really well. You see, it's an attempted murder because there's only one of them. Nice work, Crazy KZ.
Community pick of the week this week goes to Lobo Whoop for Star Wars Phantom Menace lightsaber fight. Wow, this is such a dramatic picture with that background, and I love the way the colour of the lightsaber reflects on all the fighters. That's brilliant work. Well done, Lobo. They were amazing.
Awesome stuff there as always.
Cool. Now we're going to have a look at what we were talking about last week in the forums. So last week I was asking you, what are your favourite adverts? Because we're always looking for new ways to market the game of interference, aren't we? And cheaply maybe, but we're just wondering what kind of things catch your attention. I know when I was in the USA, I used to love the Aflac duck and also the Geico gecko. I just like talking animals, really.
The Aflac duck, is that the one that was in like the Everyday I'm Shuffling video on YouTube, like with those pigeons?
Yeah,
he's cool.
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what we need, a talking animal, I think.
Possibly.
But 9% says he likes the chicken fast food chain Chick-fil-A adverts. They have big billboards with cows on them in 3D saying eat more chicken, which, is in their interest.
Yeah, I like. I've never seen those, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But this is the first time I've heard the brand name said out loud. I always thought it was Chick-fil-A, like Chick-fil-A, because it fills you with chicken.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A is a fillet of chicken.
Makes more sense. I get it now. Callum says, I've always liked the Iron Brew ones. Usually pretty funny, make you proud to be Scottish.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Iron Brew adverts are awesome. I think they came up in discussion either on the quiz or on Discord or something. And I was going to post links to them. And then I thought, these won't really translate outside of the UK because I don't think people will get the humour. But yes, they are awesome. Yes.
And the Merry Cricket thinks that we should have our own animal mascot. Either the fox, who's called Paradox the fox, or the seagull.
Stephen Seagull.
Seagull, yeah.
But yeah, Paradox is kind of the mascot for the quiz.
Yeah,
if we did have like a brand kind of thing, it would be about foxes.
Yeah.
Because, foxes are kind of
cool,
clever, but also the pub quiz that we used to go to, you had a a theme tune when you were the fastest answer, and so ours was what does the fox say? Yeah. So yeah, fox and quiz is a personal thing for us.
Yeah. It is, yeah. But Spacey always liked the Budweiser adverts, which I've not seen any recent ones, but there were some classic ones of those, weren't there?
Yeah, I mean they were massive. I mean, I don't really want to think about it too much, but I got a horrible feeling that was like late 90s.
Quite possibly.
Yeah, that was a long
20 years or something.
No. I'm still upset from this morning when you said the 80s were 40 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not good.
Anyway, why don't we have a look at what we're going to be doing on the forums next week? It's the first weekend of the month, so we have a new forum game. This one's called 2 Words Through the Alphabet. So you take it in turns to write a 2-word phrase that start with the same letter. We'll start with A and progress through the alphabet. For example, amusing aardvarks, bouncing babies, careful cats. Okay, here's the start. Amazing artists.
If you'd like to chime in with that, just head over to the general discussion forum. It's the pinned thread for the week, so you'll find it at the top of the thread list. Cool.
And don't forget, tomorrow night is quiz night, Sunday quiz night, normal quiz night, where we have the 5 rounds of the different topics.
So last week on the Sunday night quiz, the leaderboard finished with Dr. Ridout in first place on 232. Yeah. Callum was in second place, joint second place with K9 Bat on 230. And then Goose was in third place on 222.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean that was pretty close up at the top.
Callum can be beaten. Dr. Ridout did it.
Yes, well, Callum's been very fast recently.
He's been good recently, very good.
We did have a bit of a jump around there.
We did, yeah.
So yeah, as you say, that is the Sunday night quiz, which is 5 rounds of 5 questions each, based on the week's drawings from interference.
That's right.
Bunnery writes all of the questions, so we don't know what the drawings are, the topics, or anything like that. But you can tell us the featured artists?
Yeah, okay. This week I'm featuring Stiffy, Lobo Whoop, Mirror Mirror Mirror, Casey, and Tacos.
Tacos.
All in capitals.
Yeah. Enchiladas later.
Maybe.
Hopefully. But yeah, okay. So we got a few recognisable names on there.
Yeah.
Stiffy is a quiz player now as well, though. But known as Stiffy Cat over there. So yeah, that's cool.
So last Tuesday, what did we do last Tuesday?
Yeah, so as we mentioned earlier, we're also doing midweek quizzes now to try and keep you all occupied while we're stuck inside. Except these are on one topic with 20 questions.
Exactly.
Zeitgeist 20.
Yeah.
So on Tuesday, we had a round on computer games.
You liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I could do that. And there we had Ferret finishing it in first place on 192. Callum in second place on 185, and Goose and Live Long Animal tied for third on 180.
You can see who the gamers are, can't you?
Yeah, exactly. Then on Thursday, we had Science, and their Stiffy Cat finished on top with 180 points. Live Long Animal was in second place on 173, and Goose in third again on 171.
Cool. Guess what topics we're having next week?
Well, I mean, I quite like those topics. Computer games, definitely my jam. I got all of them right. Just saying. That's my industry, though. You know, it's, I can do that. Science, I was kind of all right at, but go on, tell us what we got next week.
Next week, on Tuesday, we've got popular books, and on Thursday, we've got sport. You're not going to win that one, are you?
Yeah. Okay, popular books, I can maybe do that.
Yeah.
Sport, not so much, kind of not my jam at all.
But lots of other people's jam.
Well, yes, exactly. That's it. We try to get a variety of things. It's not just all about stuff we like. So, yeah, sport is not my thing.
Just wait till you get the Kenneth Branagh around in a week or two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure someone said they were surprised we haven't had a Kenneth Branagh
it's going to
around
happen.
yet. Yeah.
Before the end of lockdown, we will have it.
Okay, nice. Okay, so if you would like to join us one of those or any of the interactive streams, the plan is, so you get this video on Saturdays, as per normal. Sunday is Zeitgeist, the interference quiz of the week. So that's 5 rounds of 5 questions each. And that is 7 p.m. UK time on mixer.com/interference. Everything's 7 p.m. UK time, mixer.com/interference. So regular Zeitgeist season 4 on Sundays. Tuesday, Zeitgeist 20, one topic, 20 questions. And that's going to be popular books on Tuesday. Wednesday, we will have Interference and Chill with Ferret, the interactive drawing stream. Thursday, Zeitgeist 20 questions on sport.
Okay.
And then that's it. And then around that, we occasionally have a break.
Just a little one.
we do more dev work.
Okay. All right, that's it for now. So I think it just goes to say.
Yeah, if you're not already taking part in the game, then get involved at playinterference.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at PlayIFX or on Facebook at PlayInterference. We've also now got a Patreon page at patreon.com/interference if you want to give us a bit of monthly support for the ongoing maintenance of the game, building the quiz software, writing all of the questions, looking after cats and all of those things. The money that you did pledge to us helps pay the server bills and things. We do really appreciate your support.
Absolutely. Okay, that's it for this week. So we'll see you here again next Saturday.
Yeah, look after each other, stay safe, and have a great week. We will see you next Saturday.
Be careful.
Bye.
Bye.